Alright, so this is chapter 12 of the 10.2 homework. This gets a little tricky because there's a lot of steps and because of how they give us our data, it's not in numbers and then there's a lot of it. So I'll show you a quick way to count those up. So first what we're going to do is we're going to do this equation because that's our first question. Our P is 200 and our proportion that it asks, so this P0, that's our proportion of our null hypothesis, which is the given proportion that it gives us, so that 0.23. And so we'll first start by calculating that. So that's our answer we get. 1 decimal, we'll do that. And that is greater than 10. So there's that first requirement. The second requirement is the sample size has to be less than 5%. This asks 200 people out of the whole nation, and so we can assume that it is less than 5%. When in doubt, just put that less than 5% because that's the requirement. And if it's asking you to test the hypothesis, then it has to be less than 5%. And then it says, treat the results of a survey as a random sample. So it's given to be random, and so they are satisfied. Okay, next, what we're going to do is we're going to get our data and open it in StatCrunch. And how we're going to have it count us up for us is we're going to go to graph and bar plot with data and select our variable and then click this box, the value above bar. And there we have it just count it up for us really quick. And so this one we're going to ask what we're testing, that our proportion equals, and then it gave us 0.23. And then proportion, it says someone thinks that the proportion is higher, so we're going to do greater than that 0.23. Okay, and then we're going to use this data to find our z-score. So this is going to get a little tricky with all the screens, but it was a proportion stat, and so we're going to go to proportion stat, and even though it gives us the data, we're still going to do with summary because StatCrunch won't let us really put that into numbers. So we're going to have to do it manually. And so we're looking at people who are liberal, I think. Yes, liberal. And so liberal is our successes, and our total observations was 200. And we're looking for P equals 0.23 and greater than 0.23. So we're just gonna, what we put in right there. Click compute. And then we type in our z-stat. And our p-value, it's really small. And then for this part, we're going to do what we've done in the past about rejecting or not rejecting, and that's going to be on our p-value. And that is how you do question 12.